If we are here today talking about the removal of fuel subsidy, why don't we look at prioritizing this sector just the way it has been done in the telecom organization, where you have competition? My own is going for 300 naira. Another person comes out and says, oh, my own is going for 200 naira. There will be a competition.
Ghana and Egypt, they are all African countries. And if they've done it and they succeeded, why do we think that Nigeria will not succeed?
Hello and welcome to another reverting episode of Nigeria House of Commons TV show. Our discussion today promises to be particularly exciting as there's some brewing tension in the House. Some honorable members have expressed dissatisfaction with the way the honorable speaker has handled certain issues. Anyways, we are addressing a topic that has sparked intense conversation across Nigeria, the removal of fuel subsidy. This policy decision has impacted our national life, from household budgets, transportation costs, to price of food, and even the broader economy.
If fuel is continuing to be subsidized, then it's going to affect the runnings of other sectors.
Mr. Speaker, Honorable Zuana, that just stood up to raise a point of order on me, parked his car because of fuel subsidy removal. He cannot afford a liter of fuel now.
Our debate today promises to dig deep into the heart of this dilemma. Our honorable members will present compelling perspectives aiming to educate, inspire, and of course entertain you, our audience.
As of 2018, the poverty rate in Nigeria is about 90%. Now, in 2024, we have like 96%. By 2025, we are going to have like 98%.
It's too early to cry. It's too early.
So, as we get into the conversations today, we ask, is this a painful but necessary step for the way forward? Or are there better options? Let's find out together.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians all are proud to serve our sovereign motherland. Especially Nigeria, my country, to be faithful and honest, to serve Nigeria with all my strength, to defend our unity, and uphold our honor and glory, so help me God. Almighty God, creator and ruler of heaven and earth, we beseech thee to inspire and guide all our counsels and actions, so that we may always walk in the path of justice, love, and clarity to one another. Help us with thy grace to do only those things that will promote the peace, unity, happiness, and prosperity of Nigeria. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you very much, honorable colleagues. I have examined the votes and proceeding at the last plenary. We'll quickly move into the first business of the day. The first business of the day is a motion. The motion is on the removal of fuel subsidy as a panacea for economic development. The motion is standing in the name of Honorable Emmanuel Bala. Honorable Emmanuel Bala is invited to please lead the debate on the motion.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My honorable colleagues, I'm Emmanuel Bala Musa, representing the good people of Katsina State, the home of hospitality. And I will encourage everyone here to try and pay a visit to Katsina State to enjoy heaven on earth.
We hope so.
So I stand before this honorable house to propose a motion in support of the existing removal of fuel subsidy. According to Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, fuel was discovered in Nigeria in the year 1956 in Bayelsa State. Also, Nigeria is currently the 10th country in the whole world that has the largest crude oil reserve. And also, Nigeria is the 13th country in the whole world that is producing fuel. Interestingly, since after the discovery of fuel in Bayelsa State, we currently have about 9 states in Nigeria that currently produce fuel. 5 of those states are from the south-south region of this nation, excluding Cross River State. Unfortunately, Honorable Cletus, I don't know why your state is always unlucky. Among the south-south states, your state is not lucky to produce fuel. It's really unfortunate. Now, since the discovery of fuel, it led to high level of corruption, high level of manipulation, high level of deceit, and high level of evil. In short, some time ago, it was in the news globally that the subsidy removal led to a lot of scam, and that is why many people tag this subsidy removal as a scam, because we heard of an organization that was busy receiving funds for subsidy removal, and fortunately, that organization is not even registered with Corporate Affairs Commission. We also heard of news where influential people were siphoning money in the name of subsidy removal, and that is what necessitated our dear president to remove this subsidy immediately he came into office. In short, it may interest us to know that the 3 presidential candidates during the 2023 election, in their manifesto, they were all clamoring for subsidy removal. So, and these are the 3 leading presidential candidates. So if all these people have seen the loopholes, the shortcoming, you understand, of this subsidy, then it is necessary that we support this motion wholeheartedly and passionately. We need to understand that fuel accounts to almost 80% of our GDP. And if fuel is continued to be subsidized, then it's going to affect the runnings of other sectors. Now, many of us reside in FCT. We can attest to the fact that the current minister of FCT is carrying out massive infrastructural development all across this particular region.
Thank you, Honorable Bala. Please, what's your prayer to this Honorable House?
So my prayers is, so I want to mandate the House to the Chairman House Committee on Petroleum to be able to liaise with Minister of Petroleum to ensure that the funds that is meant for the subsidy removal is being used judiciously. And as well, the committee should report to the House every quarter on the transparency and how that funds is being used. Then secondly, is to make sure that the chairman of House Committee on the Economy to liaise with the presidency to make sure that the minimum wage is being implemented in all the 36 states of the Federation, including the FCT. And I can gladly tell us that my governor, His Excellency, the acting governor, the working governor, has already implemented the minimum wage in my state. And I can also say happily that by ending of this month, the civil servants in my state are going to receive the new minimum wage.
Thank you very much.
Then finally, sorry, Mr. Speaker, finally, I want to also, the chairman of the House Committee of Information to liaise with the Minister of Information to ensure that all the initiatives of the government, all the development that is going on is being broadcasted in all the media houses, both digital and also print media, so that Nigerians can be able to see the impact of the government and also see that this removal of subsidy is one of the best decisions the government have taken.
Thank you very much, Honorable Emmanuel Bala. Any seconder to this motion? Honorable Zwanan.
My name is Walnan Sali. I represent Plateau State. Mr. Speaker, I want to thank you for granting me the opportunity to lend my voice to this very crucial, important, and controversial debate. I stand to second this motion moved by Honorable Emmanuel Bala because personally, I believe that the time to have removed subsidy in Nigeria for fossil fuel was 2012. We missed it in 2012 for some reason, and I'm grateful to God that we have a leadership that felt it necessary to do the needful at this time. Mr. Speaker, the House notes that while the world was moving forward, people were investing in renewable energy, people were lighting up their countries, setting their countries for industrialization. In fact, I'm talking about African countries like Rwanda and Kenya. We were here paying billions of dollars to some fraudulent marketers making claims that, they brought in petrol into Nigeria. Fraudulent claims, honorable members, in billions of dollars, effects that we did not have. While the world was investing its funds and resources in manufacturers, giving effects to people who wanted to make things happen in this society, move the world forward, we were concerned about importing fossil fuel. Today, people are investing in electric cars. People are making good use of gas, which we have abundance. We have gas in abundance, but we don't even have good use for them. We've been investing our monies in fossil fuel. Mr. Speaker, it's important to remember that the reason why Nigeria is where it is today is because we have not been able to invest in other areas that will develop our economy. I know people have said, the arguments everywhere is, Nigerians are suffering, the removal has led to a hike in food prices and all of that. There is no time Nigerians have not suffered. When I was born, Nigerians were suffering. Growing up as a child, Nigerians were suffering. Nigeria was paying subsidy, 500 billion, 400 billion naira monthly, yet Nigerians were still living in multi-dimensional poverty. Honorable members, if we had invested 500 billion naira monthly in electricity, I'm sure we would have been an industrialized nation by now. Honorable members, if we were investing at least 25% of 500 billion in education, we would not have been having our ASUU strike year in, year out. We would not have a comatose healthcare system. We would not have leaders traveling outside this country to go to countries as close as Ghana to access healthcare. These are the issues. We are spending monies on the wrong things. And in any case, the petroleum market is a very large market. It works better when there's no price control. Competition works. Prices whether go up, go down, regardless or depending on the market forces. Now, this is going to set us on a path to allow competition to thrive. And by the grace of God, we are seeing these things coming, to light. Today, we have the Dangote refinery helping us to bridge that gap. And I'm not saying we are there yet. It is not Uhuru at the moment. I believe that something is going to be done. Honorable members, I want us to remember that before now, we had 4 working refineries in this country. Ask yourselves, gentlemen, why is it that the 4 are not working today? Even the one that we kept pumping money, Mele Kyari kept telling us September, August, October, some people in this oil business are trying to sabotage it to make sure it does not work. Ask yourselves why. It is because Honorable Olariwaju's friends in Capital Oil and the likes are waiting for billions of naira to be given to them while making ridiculous claims. We have brought in 1 million barrels of fuel, yet we have not seen it. In any case, these people even bring in this fuel that we pay for with our FX. FX we were supposed to give to manufacturers, we give to his friends, they bring in this product, then they begin to smuggle it out of this country to sell at higher prices in Chad, Niger, and Cameroon. I think enough is enough. And as young leaders, we must begin to encourage government to do things. Look, They say desperate times requires desperate measures. We're at a time when we should not be sleeping. All right? The world is going far. We are here looking for money, borrowing to pay salaries. Oladiwaju would be telling us, oh, today his state gets twice as much allocation as they used to because subsidy was removed. I'm wondering to hear what he's going to say today. I hope he supports this motion. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Zwanan. You are good at lobbying. You are good at lobbying. Order, please, Honorable colleague. Any member in opposition to this very important motion? Honorable Olanrewaju, are you taking the challenge? Please, Honorable Olanrewaju, you have the floor.
Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, my name is Honorable Timothy Olanrewaju Adeolu. I represent the good people of Lagos State, the most industrious, productive, developed state in Nigeria, even as far as sub-Saharan Africa is concerned.
Obviously.
Mr. Speaker, actually I don't want to interrupt when my honorable colleague is vibrating. Honorable Swana.
Obviously, I felt that you took the challenge.
He made a claim that some of my friends that are into oil business, and is inverifiable. And then I would love him to withdraw the statement, because this is the national issue. But having said that, Mr. Speaker, it is obvious that today, as the leaders of this country, we are not ashamed. This issue of fuel subsidy removal, I stand gallant to oppose these motions. And the reason being that there is another says, when you fail to plan, you will definitely plan to fail. And these are the reasons. Mr. Speaker, it is obvious that when we are talking about subsidy removal in other countries, when they remove the first subsidy, it is because there is a set of people that have been benefiting from these things. But before this first subsidy can be removed in any country, there must be something must be done. There must be an incentive that's supposed to be put in place before such step will be taken. But Mr. Speaker, today in Nigeria, before, as at 2018, the poverty rate in Nigeria is above 90%. The people that are living below $1 per day. Now, in 2024, we have like 96%. And according to the statistics, I have it here, Mr. Speaker. By 2025, we are going to have like 98%. We are really heading to. Nigeria of today, I'm talking about the nuclear family, not extended family, the father, mother, and their children. They find it difficult to have 1,000 in a day. There is a lot of family. The prestige that the father is supposed to have as the head of the family, they have lost it already because they find it difficult to take it, to provide the meat for their family. Why? When they remove this, it is obvious, according to what my honorable colleague said, that the leading aspirant, presidential aspirant, both from the PDP, APC, and the Labour Party, said it categorically that, okay, they are going to remove the first subsidy. But Mr. Speaker, today, we have removed this first subsidy. Mr. Speaker, we should not forget that when we are talking about the subsidy, this is the only thing that the citizen normally benefited directly from the federal government. Mr. Speaker, I expect, if truly we made the business, if truly we are serious, if truly we have the interest of our people in our mind, we need to take the right step. Yoruba, so permit me to be bilingual. I'm a Yoruba boy. Yoruba ni ẹni tó bá máa dá sọ̀rọ̀ ni tọrùn ẹ̀ lákọ́kọ́ wò. The federal government introduced CNG, but today, as the leaders of this country, are we using the same CNG? Someone that is using Toyota Corolla 2012, 2009, we are now expecting the person to go and do the conversion at the rate of 1.2 million naira. How do we expect such person to get the money from? All the leaders of this country, including me and you, Mr. Speaker, we are driving exotic cars, but not CNG cars. But we are telling our people that they should do the conversion to CNG. The leader is supposed to lead by example. Mr. Speaker, today, the Mr. President made the announcement, May 29, but today, nothing changed. Yeah. Despite the fact that there is increase in all the money that is meant for each sectors, but still yet nothing to show. What are we celebrating? When you get to the United States of America, they have more than 100 active refineries. Mr. Speaker, we should be ashamed. Nigeria has spent over 11 trillion on refinery. Refinery that are, till now, as since 2007, I have the details here, the record here.
You're a man of detailed record.
Now, we spend over 11 trillion. I expect my honorable colleagues to make a move that we should call on the NNPC and all the agencies that is involved that they should come and account for all this money being spent so far.
Yes.
When we are talking about the removal of fuel subsidy, when we have the crude oil, if we have the active refineries, there won't be effect of what we are facing pertaining to the dollar and naira today. And everything, most of the things that we are consuming in Nigeria, we are importing it from the other countries. Now we don't have the active refinery. The Dangote refinery that is working, there is still issue between the NNPC and they are yet to solve the issue. We're supposed to make use of the issue of the Dangote refinery, but still yet they are still fighting each other.
So does that mean you are in support of the removal of fuel subsidy?
Exactly. The removal of fuel subsidy is a scam. Because the reason being that if we are calling the subsidy removal as a scam, which means since the subsidy is being removed, there is no change, which means that there is a lot of things to dip into, to look into, if truly we want a progress for this country. And part of it is that let the subsidy removal, let's bring it back, and then let's take a look deeply that, okay, what are the things that we can do? The system is corrupt because immediately we remove the first subsidy, there is increase in everything, but still yet, nothing to show. Nothing change. People keep on dying. Do we know the amount of naira they are selling rice now? From 45,000, 35,000, the money is skyrocketed to 105, 120 respectively, irrespective of the state. What are we celebrating? But me and you sitting down here, we can afford bag of rice. What of the common man?
Thank you very much, Honorable Olanraju.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I submit now.
Thank you very much. Any other member in opposition to this motion? Okay, Honorable David, do you have something to add? We may wish to subtract because Honorable Olanraju has made a lot of points.
Mr. Speaker, my honorable colleagues, my name is David Diogo, representing the great people of Abuja, the FCT, one of the richest urban area in West Africa.
Yeah, because of the seat of power.
If not the richest one in Nigeria, in the world. Mr. Speaker, I stand firmly, and I repeat, against this motion.
You are firm indeed.
Because my honorable colleague, Honorable Iman, made mention of, when he was making his statement, he says something about evil and terrible situation in this country. Mr. Speaker, this is not just a terrible attack on the poor, but also a direct and deliberate attack to root the poor on the feet. Exactly. Mr. Speaker, you will agree with me that in 2012, while we travel home during Christmas to rest with our family members in our constituency, the fuel subsidy was removed. There was a protest that said, "Occupy Nigeria." How did it go? Mr. Speaker, you will agree with me that since 2013, when Ghana also removed fuel subsidy, it increased the poverty rate to 17%. If we are here today talking about the removal of fuel subsidy, why don't we look at prioritizing this sector just the way it has been done in the telecom organization, where you have competition? Someone who said, my own petroleum is going for 700 naira per liter, and another person comes and says, hey, whoa, my own is going for 300 naira. And another person comes out and says, oh, my own is going for 200 naira. There will be a competition. And with this competition rate, look at how we started the telecom communication. Where you have the MTN network giving their services for 13 naira per minute, then the 9 Mobile reducing it, the Airtel reducing it. It reduced burden on consumers. Mr. Speaker, you will agree with me also that looking forward towards this bill, we should consider those who voted us, who brought us to this place, whom we are representing, so that this nation will move forward. Mr. Speaker, I wouldn't want to speak much.
Even though you have already.
Even though I have a lot of things to say, Mr. Speaker, I will want this motion. If it is too far from him, the legislative dustbin, I can help him trash it very, very well. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable David, for your intervention. Any member in support of this motion? Honorable Abdullahi. Honorable Abdullahi Sani.
Mr. Speaker, my honorable colleagues, my name is Abdullahi Sani, and I proudly represent the enterprising and industrious people of Kano State. Kanawan Dabu, Kuda Mikazu, Amfika. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I stand before this honorable House of the Commons of the Africana League today to support the motion that was raised by my honorable colleague, Honorable Bala of Katsina State. Honorable Bala, you say I should come to Katsina, I will come to Katsina. You will see me. My statesman, Dangote, has done a lot for Nigeria as a country by building a refinery. So he must be commended instead of vilified. This motion that was raised by Honorable Bala has brought a lot of benefit to our country, which I want to highlight a few of them. Of recent, just about a week or two ago, the federal government announced that there's going to be free CS operation for women all over the country when they are about to give birth. So I want to pray that this medical intervention should be extended to accident victims as well, to accommodate any Nigerian that is involved in an accident. All these are just a few of the benefits that we're already enjoying. the Mr. Project that my colleagues have been mentioning, we can see his handwork everywhere. I don't need to buttress that too much. There has been increase in FAC allocation to the states. The local government autonomy.
Yes, Honorable Joshua, order what?
My name is Honorable Arodo Olayemi Uluafa Damilare Joshua, representing the good people of Osun State, the state of living spirit. Mr. Speaker, Order 9, Rule 1, Sub 4, Mr. Speaker, and I would like to read, Mr. Speaker.
Okay, Order 9.
Yes, Rule 1, Sub 4.
Okay.
All right, he reads that a member must confine his contributions to the subject under discussion and may not introduce any matter irrelevant thereto. Mr. Speaker, I think the engagement of local government autonomy, childbirth, free CS.
Order, please. You don't need to interrupt.
Mr. Speaker, I do not think the engagement of federal government giving free access to operations for pregnant women, local government autonomy has anything to do with the pressing matter of the removal of subsidy that is causing a lot of people to suffer evidently in status quo. Mr. Speaker, I think you should look towards it.
Thank you very much, Honorable Joshua. The point of order I raised is crucial. But I am of the opinion that the reference to local government autonomy is actually relevant to the topic under discussion. I sorrow. Thank you. Please continue.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As I was saying before, I was interrupted by the opposition.
Please go straight to your point, Honorable.
I was only highlighting the benefits that we've enjoyed from the removal of fuel subsidy. I want to explain in simple terms.
Yes, you just have 30 seconds to do that.
I want to explain in simple terms what is like. Some people don't understand the meaning of subsidy. So let me break it down to in layman's language. Subsidy is like when your uncle is paying 50 naira for you for a bread of 100 naira. So instead of paying 100 naira, you go to Meshabu and pay 50 naira because your uncle has paid 50 naira for you. Ordinarily, you should be paying 100 naira for that bread. But what we are now experiencing is a situation when the uncle is normal, the uncle is dead. So you are now paying the full 100 naira. The ordinary Nigerian, the common man, does not use much fuel. All he does is from his house to work, shikena, and go back to his house. He does not benefit much from the fuel subsidy. The people that benefit from this fuel subsidy are the rich Nigerians, the ones that have 2-3 cars in their houses, that have companies that are employing laborers, and they don't want to pay for this subsidy. So the removal of the subsidy is even more beneficial to the poor than to the rich.
Thank you, Honorable Abdullah. Please, you have 30 seconds to please round up.
In conclusion, I want to urge my statement to be patient, and let's see the benefits that this initiative will bring for us. It's too early to cry. It's too early.
Thank you very much, Honorable Abdullah, for your intervention on this topic. Any other member in opposition to this topic? Honorable Cletus.
Mr. Speaker,
yes.
Honorable colleagues, my name is Honorable Cletus Ojuiso Opo. I represent the People Paradise. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Cross River State.
You may not intimidate me.
Mr. Speaker, I will not intimidate you, but with the level my colleagues in the House are going, I think and I feel they are not responsible. One, their families at home should be ashamed of them by now. Because you cannot tell me, Mr. Speaker, as a father in my own household, I will not be responsible for my child's school fees or support my child because he has source of income. No, it's not ideal. Because we can fend for ourselves, it doesn't mean that the country, the government that we are serving should not support us. Mr. Speaker, may I call your attention to a bill that was just passed in the National Assembly. The Senate approved 1.77 trillion naira foreign for loan that was requested by Mr. President after the removal of fuel subsidy. Mr. Speaker, why did we remove the fuel subsidy? Where are the monies, all those money that were paying for fuel subsidy, where are they? That they said removing fuel subsidy, it will bring us more money. Where are the monies? Mr. Speaker, we here from this party, UUP, we stand for everybody and not for some set of people. So I believe why they raise this motion in this House is because they are diverse. Yes. Order. Mr. Speaker.
Yes, point of order sustained. What's your point of order?
Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, my name is Salis Walnan, I represent Plateau State. I rise under Order 9, Rule 1, Sub-Rule 7, sir. With your permission, I'll read.
Yes, Order 9.
Order 9, Rule 1, Sub-Rule 7 and 8.
Okay.
With your permission, I read. It shall be out of order to use offensive and insulting language on members of the House. 8, no member shall impute improper motives to any other member. I think it is important, Honorable Speaker, that you call Honorable Cletus to order for using offensive languages to describe members on the other side of this bench. I think it is unbecoming of members of the UUP. It is now becoming a consistent behavior, and it's important that you call them to order so that we do not turn this session into a rowdy session.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Honorable Zwanan. Even though I feel that your point of order is overtaken by event, but Honorable Cletus, please, you are please advised to not to use improper language and insulting words to colleagues.
Thank you.
Point of order is sustained.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I was saying that just because their party is UDP and they know the definition. So, Mr. Speaker, may I continue, sir?
Yes, please. You have
Mr. Speaker, like I said earlier, that we stand for everybody. Mr. Speaker, Honorable Zwana, that just stood up to raise a point of order on me, parked his car because of fuel subsidy removal. He cannot afford a liter of fuel now. Mr. Speaker, every day and every night in this country today, people are dying, not because they are ill, not because they are suffering from one dangerous sickness, but because there is no money to feed, because there is nothing. There is no money to move from one point to another. In this country, that we have people that are saying that removing fuel subsidy will bring us more money. Mr. Speaker, I think, and I believe from my own party, we think that we should look into the agency that we are paying this money to. They should be accountable for these monies they are paying for this subsidy. I heard Honorable Emmanuel Bala mention my state that we are unfortunate. Mr. Honorable Emmanuel, we are not unfortunate in this country. Like I said earlier, I represent the people paradise. You should know that word. So, whether with oil or without oil, our state stands outstanding in this country.
Honorable Cletus, that is not important. To the
Yes, I just want to correct that impression. Mr. Speaker, let me remind them the effect of what they are trying to bring to us. Mr. Speaker, you will believe, you will agree with me that removing fuel subsidy will cause inflation in this country, in which we are already saying is already happening. It will also increase operational costs in this country. Mr. Speaker, I feel like crying because of this motion. Mr. Speaker, as I'm standing right now, every day, every night, I receive calls from my constituency. People that are calling me that they cannot afford food. Why? Because the people that sell these food stores in the market at the price to the food stores they sell because of transportation. Mr. Speaker, from my own house that I was paying 8 months ago, 100 naira from my house to my junction is now 500 naira. Mr. Speaker, why? Because of fuel subsidy removal. Mr. Speaker, may I plead with this house to look into accountability instead of talking about removing fuel subsidy. Mr. Speaker, people are paying huge tax in this country and there is nothing they benefit from this country. The only thing that we have the government to help us with, and you want to take it away from the people? How sure are you that you mean good for your citizen? Mr. Speaker, we are representing human beings here, not animals. So we should be here talking of what will benefit them at home, not what will benefit us. Mr. Emmanuel has private jet. He can fly to anywhere as an honorable member. But, Honorable Speaker, my own constituency, my citizens in my constituency doesn't have private jet. Because they don't have oil. Yes. You that have oil, you don't have private jet also. So, Mr. Speaker, I am pleading with this house not to consider this motion at all. Not even for once. What we should be talking about in this house is how to better the life of the citizens and not to better our pocket. Because removing of fuel subsidy that they are saying, they will only say in this TV and will not happen in this country. Mr. Speaker, let me just
you still have more points,
not more. I just want to bring something to your notice, Mr. Speaker.
You would have brought it to my notice.
Yes, I kept this for this time, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, may I bring to your note that currently in this country, that they said fuel subsidy was removed from May 2023 to this today. Nigeria has spent 5.4 trillion naira on fuel subsidy. And we are saying that they remove fuel subsidy. Are we kidding everybody in this house?
Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, we should not consider this motion in the first place.
Thank you.
I stood up just to correct what they brought to us. If not, I wouldn't have stand up from my seat. Because yes, this is not something we should be discussing with. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rest my case here.
Thank you very much. Your precious and golden seat. I'm sorry that I called you from your golden seat to speak to this very important motion. Thank you very much, honorable members. Honorable Bala, any final words before? Honorable Bala? Yes. Yes, please. You may give your final words in 30 seconds.
Mr. Speaker, my honorable colleagues, I'm Imone Balamusa, representing the good people of Katsina State. You see, I want us all to understand that delay is not denial. And there's what we call delay gratification. So I want to use this opportunity to plead with my honorable colleagues, to also plead with Nigerians listening to us, that this government really have everybody at heart. The removal of fuel subsidy is just roughly less than 20 months old. And a 20-month-old child is still struggling to walk, struggling to speak. So I believe it is too early for us to begin to castigate and criticize the government unnecessarily. Already, my colleagues have given facts, evidence, proofs of numerous projects, numerous initiatives, manifesto plans that the government are putting in place to cushion the effect of the challenges that is going on in the nation. But I want to challenge all of us. Ghana removed fuel subsidy in 2015. And today, Ghana is one of the fastest rising economy in Africa. More interestingly is Egypt. Egypt removed fuel subsidy.
Order, please, honorable colleague. Honorable Emmanuel, please, you have 10 seconds to round up.
Finally, Egypt removed fuel subsidy in the year between 2015 to 2019. And Egypt, ever since then, every year, Egypt saves about $15 billion from the removal of fuel subsidy. So now, Ghana...
Order, please, honorable colleague.
Please, allow me to speak.
Honorable Emmanuel, please, you have 5 seconds to round up.
Ghana and Egypt, they are all African countries. And if they have done it and they succeeded, why do we think that Nigeria will not succeed? So please, I want to plead with us that better days are ahead and the best is yet to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, honorable colleagues. At this point, please invite the fact checker to please assist us in putting the record straight.
Mr. Speaker, very distinguished members of this honorable House, I rise to make comments on some of the facts that have been mentioned by some of the honorable members. To set the facts straight, the first speaker, Honorable Emmanuel Bala, made a claim that according to OPEC, oil was discovered in Nigeria in the year 1956, and the verdict for this is correct. He also went on to make another claim that Nigeria is the 13th highest producer of oil globally. And the verdict for that, based on the most recent data available, Nigeria is not the 13th highest producer of oil globally. As of May 13th, 2023, Angola overtook Nigeria to become the top African crude oil producer. So the verdict for that is incorrect. He also made other claims about some states that also produce oil. I am not able to verify these claims at this moment. So I'll proceed to the second speaker, Honorable Zualnan Saleh, made a claim that about 63% of our populations are living in multidimensional poverty. 63% of our population amounts to about 133 million people. This claim is correct. The verdict is correct for this claim. So, the third speaker, Honorable Timothy Olarewaju, made a claim about the IGR of Nasarawa State being increased by 63%. I am not able to confirm this at this time. He also made a claim about CNG conversion rates being 1.2 million naira for average vehicles. I'm also not able to confirm this claim at this time due to network challenges. The fourth speaker, Honorable David Diogo, made a claim that Ghana's removal of fuel subsidy led to 17% increment in poverty rate. This claim has no proper source, and therefore it is not. I'm not able to verify this at this time. And Honorable Abdullahi Saleh was the fifth speaker. Abdullahi Sani was the fifth speaker in his comments, there were no claim to figures. So I'll proceed to the sixth speaker. Honorable Cletus Opo made a claim that President Tinubu requested 1.77 trillion naira loan. I wasn't able to verify this also due to network challenges. He also made a claim that from May of 2023 till date, Nigeria has spent over 5 trillion naira on fuel subsidy. Due to the same issue, this claim cannot be verified at this moment. So these facts having been set straight, I beg to take a bow.
Thank you very much, the fact checker, for your wonderful contribution. May I please at this point invite members of the audience and the stakeholders in our midst to please say a few words on the topic under discussion and also advise honorable members and Nigerian youth at large.
Allow me to introduce myself, please. My name is Andrew Mamedu. I work for an NGO, an international NGO, ActionAid Nigeria, and I serve as the country director for ActionAid Nigeria. So it is my pleasure to be here to observe and to speak in the House today. Having listened to the conversation, I would wish that the kind of conversation that goes on in our parliament, both at the national level and at the state level, is as robust and is as deep as this. So I must commend every member of parliament that has spoken. Definitely those for and those against the motion. So I must commend everyone. Clearly, there are facts, there are evidences that have been put both for and against the motion. However, I would probably be speaking from a perspective of where I would naturally stand, which is standing on the side of the people, the poor and vulnerable people. And that's where I'm going to stand and speak from. First of all, in terms of the submission of the honorable members, just a few comments here and there that we could observe in future. So some use of technical term, for instance. So when you say fuel was discovered, it's crude oil. So crude oil was discovered, right? Those are small issues. But because of the audience we are addressing, so that Nigerians know exactly what we are saying, and they know that we are using their resources judiciously, because we have aides, legislative aides, that are supposed to work for us and give us this information. I would start with the assertions around the removal of subsidy. First of all, there is no, I think we need to also link this to history. I'll go from Nigeria perspective and a global perspective. There is no country in the world that has developed today that started with, or that did not have good amount of subsidy in several places before it got to a point where it liberalized. There is no country in the world, from China to America to Britain to all the countries that you have today. Government took charge and set up the basic infrastructure and machinery. And at that point, after that has been established, they then allowed the whole liberalization and allowed private sector to come drive the economy. So there is no way private sector can be the foundation of driving any economy. It cannot start in Nigeria. It will not survive. The reason is simple. Private sector is known for just one thing: profits. and they are there to make profit. So if you allow them, they will make profit. I heard the Dangote example, which is very excellent. Dangote refinery, $20 billion, huge amount invested. But for the first time, did you notice that the first time in history, Dangote was crying? He was crying on TV about the amount. He says he is not responsible for fixing the price of fuel. Even if it is private, the federal government is still interfering. So clearly, this shows that we have still not gotten the framework right. Basically, the underlying conversation should be, what is the root cause of all of this, and which was brought up here? It is the issue of accountability and corruption. So those basics have not been dealt with. If it has not been dealt with, no matter what you do, even with Dangote refinery. So let's assume that Dangote says it's the government that fixes the price. And let's assume there is still corrupt amount built into that price. How would you stop it? It will guess what? It will be transferred to Nigerians. Nigerians would pay for it. There is no country in the world that does not have one form of subsidy or the other. Yes, I hear the fertilizer subsidy. I hear subsidy for rice. Those are minimal subsidies that we get. And the whole conversation around, if you remove subsidy, it's only the rich that is benefiting from it, is not totally correct. And like we have seen, evidence has shown. Now, with the removal of fuel subsidy, yesterday, IMF, the president was with IMF, and they agreed that the purchasing power of Nigerians has been eroded. I am an economics and a statistician, and there's what you call elasticity of products. So the fuel is a product that is what? Is it elastic or inelastic? It is perfectly inelastic. What does that mean? It means that if you increase the price of fuel, people would not have alternative. There is no alternative currently for fuel. So it means that it is a vital element that drives our economy. And if it's driving our economy, we have to be careful on how we respond and deal with it. Should we then continue with subsidy in perpetuity? The answer is no. That is where you stand. We should not continue in perpetuity. However, there are frameworks that we must put in place. The first one is the accountability framework. So it's a chicken and egg situation. Which one should come first? And clearly, the horse and the cat, which one should come first? For horse and the cat is very simple. Which one comes first? The horse should come first. So the framework on how this would operate should first be in place. Okay, let's assume we have made a mistake. We have erred. We are in error. Should we then continue in error? Up till date, that framework has still not been established. NMPC, corrects me, is quite still very opaque. I have been in the civil society sector for about 20 years. I still cannot account or know what is happening within NMPC. Some years ago, a one-time central bank governor, Sanusi, Lamido Sanusi, from your state, Kano State, the good people of Kano State, from your state, he said, even as CBN governor, he cannot account for the amount of crude oil. Then the Minister of Finance, Okonjo-Iweala, said she could also not account for the amount made from crude oil. So this is a big issue, a big conversation for the country. If oil accounts for our major export, we should start with defining that framework on how we can be absolutely accountable for how and what is used with our oil, crude oil, and all, both upstream and downstream.
Thank you very much.
Then,
sir.
if you remove the subsidy, you will then see the result. But the honorable member, I urge you, like some people said, think about the people in the street. Think about the people within your constituency. You have staff, you have aides that are working with you. Bring evidence of how, if you put this in place, this is what the future would look like. Run scenarios. Those are the things that we expect parliamentarians to do. Run scenarios and force the government to sit down to bring this. Or else you have the legislative power as oversight or in setting new bills in place to respond to this issue that would affect most Nigerians. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, Mr. Andrew. Thank you very much, Mr. Andrew. Please, we'll just take one or two comments in just 1 minute. Yes, sir. Please, you may just speak in 1 minute, sir.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, or good afternoon, should be afternoon now. The Honorable Speaker, the Honorable Members of the House of Commons. Let me call myself Ordinary Abdul Aziz Idris, as I said earlier. I want to just make a little contribution to this. Already, the man from the Action Aid, the country director, has done justice to what I need to say. But at least, just to remind us about this fuel subsidy scam. We believe, yes, it's a scam. If you look at it from the findings earlier on, was that they used to make claims of even fuel that they have not even brought into Nigeria, and they collect money for it. They also, there was a certain time when Isai Gudaheden committee on this fuel subsidy matter, he revealed that there's a pipeline that has not even been in existence, but yet they are saying they're pumping fuel into it. So it's clear now, he has said it. Even the Minister of Finance, once upon a time, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala has said it, that he cannot account for. Likewise, the CBN governor. That one is true. So really, there's a big scam there. That's why earlier on, when they were clamoring to remove the subsidy, we are in support of it. We said, let's remove it, thinking that when we remove it, things will be better. But now, we now realize that it's not true. After removing it, we are still going backward and backward. And yet, there were claims, as yes, they are still paying money. So they didn't call it subsidy. I cannot recall the name they call it. They use another name to be paying that same money. So, to my own understanding, as he said, transparency, accountability matters. Our leaders need to remember that integrity also matters in whatever they're doing.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yes. Even though I was given a little time to say.
Thank you very much,
somebody
sir.
spoke about the rice that the federal government said people can go and buy. How do you assess the rice? At 40,000 naira, they said, and they now came with some criteria that you have to be civil servant, you have to do this, you have to do that. Even them, they are not finding it easy to go and get the rice.
Thank you very much.
So please, based on that, I think I'm just trying to show us how Nigerians, we have not yet come. The best thing is to go back to where we are, maybe the subsidy matter. Even if the subsidy would not be back, there were other measures. There were austerity measures that they need to put in place before removal of the fuel, but it has not been put.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much
My
for
contribution.
a wonderful contribution. Order, please, honorable colleague. Yeah, please. Our guest in our midst, Mr. Andrew, the country director of Action Aid, please want to exit the house. Please, Mr. Andrew, we thank you very much for honoring us with your presence and for your wonderful contribution. Please, you may take a bow and leave. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Please, any other comment? Thank you very much, honorable colleagues. The topic under discussion is fuel subsidy. Honorable member will agree that the fuel subsidy regime began as far back as 1970 and became institutionalized in 1977, following the promulgation of the Price Control Act. And that Price Control Act make it illegal for some products, including fuel, to be sold above the regulated prices. But you all agree with me that the regime of subsidy removal is noble. However, the administration of this regime is plagued with corruption, inefficiency, and mismanagement. And the recent removal of fuel subsidy, about 24 months ago, has sent ripples through the transportation cost and affecting the public and private commuting expenses. The surge in fuel prices, honorable colleagues, from 195 naira to over 1,000 naira today, underscores the balance between the economic policies and public welfare. As honorable members, should we sit here and be talking about economic growth and shy away from prioritizing the citizens' welfare? Is that what we should be doing? So I feel this motion is very important. And honorable members, you are advised to please vote for what you think is right. What you think is sending dividends of democracy to our constituents. Whether the subsidy regime is good for economic growth or whether we should prioritize the welfare of our citizens. So, honorable members, it's up to us. So I put the question, the topic on the removal of fuel subsidy as a panacea for economic development. Those in support of the motion say aye. Aye. Those against the motion say nay. Nay. The nays have it. Thank you very much, honorable colleague. Order, please, honorable colleague. Order, please, honorable colleague. Order, honorable colleagues. Leader of the House. Order, please, honorable colleague. Order, please, honorable colleague. Please, Leader of the House. The motion for adjournment.
Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, my name is Honorable Adenuga Boluwasife Kuforola. I represent the flamboyant, the exquisite, and very expensive people of Ogun State, Nigeria. If you doubt if my people are expensive, you should visit Ogun and go to the next Ojude Oba festival. I hereby move a motion for adjournment of this plenary to a later date, as agreed by this honorable House.
Thank you very much, Honorable Boluwatife. Yes, Minority Leader, please second the motion.
Mr. Speaker, my honorable colleagues, my name is Honorable Ariowolu Bioimbo Oluwafarabale Daminari Olayemi Joshua. I second the movement of the adjournment of this plenary to a later date as agreed by the House. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much, honorable colleague. The question is that the House stand adjourned to a later date to be communicated to honorable members. Those in support of the motion say aye. Aye. Those against the motion say nay. Nay. The ayes have it. Thank you very much, honorable colleagues. Honorable colleagues will reconvene shortly after this to move quickly into the second business of the day, which is to elect the new members, the new speaker for the second assembly. So immediately, yes? Don't hang my hand. My leader. You can still shake me.
Have you ever wondered what federal government projects are going on in Nigeria? Have you ever wanted to find out the duration of a road under construction or how much it costs? With iMark, you can do just that and more. IMARC is an application that gives citizens the ability to discover, track, and give feedback on over 36,000 projects in Nigeria. To get started, visit www.imarc.ng.